Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. We have a late-season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will have the football first. And now we get a look at Trinidad Chambliss. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Fights off a defender. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Defense there to stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it was a good move that got him that much.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Rebels offense is back on the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. At the 35, he's loose. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit.
Maybe a crease. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like, stopping the run game. Like, they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one. Makes the catch. It's Bennett. There he goes. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like, sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Using his legs, it's Lacey. He breaks a tackle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Alexander. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Lost to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Lacey. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Right back to the well. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They've been really good moving the chains on 3rd down. Now 1 yard away from another first down on this drive. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's a heat. Complete to the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had
a shot toward the end zone, and they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
He's up to 57 yards rushing, and he gets closer and closer to a 1,500-yard season. He'll throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Still on his feet. Snags it and he's open. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Just keep slinging it. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's McAllister. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it.
When you're throwing those out routes, it's tough. You got to drop that thing in a bucket. You don't have a lot of space near that sideline. You got to be really accurate. Great job by the quarterback leading him towards the sideline, hitting him for a good gain.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Bunch formation for these receivers. Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quick spin on the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Maybe a little long for a field goal. Definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. Nice move there. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Working on the right. Smashes ahead. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Really nice job of awareness on 1st down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside. It's McAllister. Just burrowed right into the middle, and this clock keeps running here late in the second quarter. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 8 team, the Florida Gators.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Got it in the middle. It's Harbor. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Off play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Sellers. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on 1st and 5. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Neutral zone infraction, defense. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Now on the counter. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Absolutely center cut. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his man. It's Haas. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
They've got the screen set up. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Fields. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Rebels have this offense rolling. Takes the handoff. It's Lacy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Rides to the back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do it's hard to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Hollywood update. for us.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Right back to the well. Hard running there. Could be an alley. Past the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Rebels. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown.
South Carolina, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time.
But he's got room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Bennett. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Headed outside. It's McAllister. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Using his legs to buy some time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look
finding some room. Headed to the end zone. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point is good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Rebels offense is back on the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Rush is on him. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Shoots it to the left. That's caught. It's Bennett. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Snap in the shotgun. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the comeback is on.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The run inside. It's Lacey. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Lacey. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Timeout called here by Carolina. That'll be their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
South Carolina.
The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Alexander. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. You wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A strike downfield. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Gotta have it here on 4th down. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That is a momentum-shifting play by the quarterback. This home crowd, they are buzzing after that scramble on 4th down. Great job letting his God-given ability take over to pick up the 1st. They are still alive here late in the game.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now it's closing time.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Smashes through the tackle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And he got it! They tied the game in the final seconds.
What a kick for that young man right there. And you just see the way it energized and galvanized his entire sideline. They've tied it up late. This thing's going to OT, and they look like they are ready to rock.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's Lacy. breaks the tackle. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
First play of the first possession of OT. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete on the right side. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Makes a catch. Touchdown, Rebels. And they grab the lead here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Catch in the middle. It's Sellers. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. And the takeaway is the exclamation point. The game saver for the win. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight.